Hi, welcome to another video. So people at ZAI were kind enough to give me early access to their upcoming GLM 5.2 model, which should be available in your coding plans by the time you're watching this video. The model was supposed to come out later, however, they are launching it now, and that's why at launch, you might not see them talking a ton about benchmarks. But don't worry, I'll tell you what this model is, what it is good at, and what is bad. To start, GLM 5.2 is an improved version of the same GLM 5.1 version. It is post-trained and so on. They told me that they hope for it to compete with the likes of Opus 4.8. They don't want to front this model as a competitor to Fable, but I have compared it, and it is quite interesting. One major thing that has changed is the fact that it now has a 1 million token context window. Most people wanted this, and it is finally here. The model will also be open weights and probably MIT licensed, so there's that. So GLM 5.2 works with everything and anything that you want to use. It will be available on the GLM Coding Plan first, which works with anything and everything that you want, like Claude Code, Codex, OpenCode, and so on. I have been using it with OpenCode because it works much better than the other ones, in my honest opinion. Now, let's actually go through my own bench. So the first question was to ask it to make me an elevator simulator where the user can spawn random people at random levels, and each one of them has a floor attached to them where they want to go. And 3 lifts are there to help them out. Each lift can only take 1 person. I like this one because many models do many things wrong in this, as there are many caveats about what the simulation should and shouldn't do. GLM 5.2 is actually quite good at this. The simulation is very correct, it is fast, and it has animations as well. It doesn't look very AI generated either. The one thing that is a bit of an issue is that the alignment, when it takes or leaves a passenger, is a bit off-centered, but it is quite good overall. I have given it an 8 here. 2 marks were indeed deducted because it wasn't perfect. Next up, we've got a 3JS 3D model of a contact lens case, and well, GLM 5.2 is not great at this. The case should not be as tall as my nose, but hey, it's still working, so it's a 3 for me. Then we have the 3JS folding table, where I ask it to make me a simple 3D model of a folding table with a slider that folds or unfolds the table. GLM 5.2 is actually awesome at this. I'd arguably say that it is better than Fable in this. Fable was good, but it did 2 folds instead, which was not what I had asked. And this does everything very perfectly, really good. So this is a 9 for sure. Then I asked it to make me an SVG of a panda eating a burger. Well, this is actually one of the best generations in a while. I mean, just look at this panda. The burger is quite a bit accurate. The best part is that the panda has these 2 little teeth on either side of its mouth, which makes it look much cuter. It is also looking a bit to the side, as if it is trying to save the burger from other pandas. It is really very good, if you ask me. I gave it an 8, though I wanted to give it a 10, but I didn't because there are some things, like the hand, which looks good, but I would have maybe liked even more details. Then we have the prompt, where I ask it to make me a bow and arrow simulator game. Well, this one is also very good. Every model, including Opus and Mythos, makes stuff that is technically correct, but spiritually not, because in this prompt, I hope that it is also harder to play. And Opus and Fable were not very great in that aspect. Mythos is great all around. The game is harder to play, but it is achievable. The game looks very good and works very well. It doesn't show the whole trajectory either, which is what I actually want. This one is a 9, and I gave it that. Then we have the mathematical question, which it also passes with flying colors. Then there's one of the most complex prompts, which is where I ask the model to fine-tune a model like Gemma with panda facts and then give me a web UI that just generates those facts and shows it. It should run everything locally. And, well, it did it quite well. It took a total of about 30 minutes. It did the work very well. I didn't have to do anything. And it did everything and gave me the local host URL to open, and it just works extremely well. This is a great model, man. It scores about 81.43 on my benchmark, which is about 6% below Opus 4.8 and Fable. So this is a great model, man. I like it over Opus 4.8. To be honest, I think if I combine this with front-end skills and some other stuff, it will actually be really good. The GLM Coding Plan is currently at a really low cost, at just $8 per month and going up from there. I think that This model is just worth it for this money. This is basically the opposite of Fable. It is super cheap and doesn't have the very crazy out-of-this-world capabilities, but it is just so good that it makes the price for it extremely worth it. I can't wait for ZAI to make a Mythos-level model, man. It would be so cool to see. Another thing that I tried was making a movie tracker app with this, and it did quite well there as well. The app looks pretty good and you can use it quite well. I think that using it with OpenCode is the best option. You can just get the coding plan and then connect that to OpenCode and use it. It's pretty simple and pretty cool to use. The model is also perceivably faster. The token usage seems to have been improved, where previously it sometimes took a lot of tokens for some tasks, but now it is much more focused and much more streamlined. It doesn't go off topic, and the new 1 million token context window is quite good. Once the weights are available, it will also be easier for other companies to host the model and provide it with zero data retention and options like that. However, for most developers, the GLM Coding Plan is pretty good. The yearly plans are basically what it costs for a month of Codex or Claude. So the price difference is like 10 times, but you get almost the same capabilities as them, so it's just 10 times cheaper. I think that it is a really good option for anyone to use. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating through the Super Thanks option or becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.